Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. I am your host, Nancy Matthews, and I'm one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. And we have been bringing you this midweek boost of motivation, education, and inspiration since 2009, every single Wednesday morning, here for you to give you the tools, resources, and connections to continue to move forward with your dreams, your desires, and your goals. And that is our mission here at Women's Prosperity Network, is to support extraordinary women just like you who are here to make a big difference, make a big impact, and make a big income. Yeah, can I hear it for the big income side of the equation? Yes, yes, yes. And I will be bringing on our guest in just a moment. But first, I want to share a couple of quick announcements of what's happening in the wonderful world of Women's Prosperity Network. And first of all, this Friday and Saturday, December 1st and 2nd, is our 2-day legendary, and I'll tell you why it's legendary in a moment, our legendary Level Up workshop. And if you don't have a ticket to this yet, and if this Friday and Saturday you don't have a wedding to go to or something you absolutely can't get out of, I want you to show up, because here's what happens when you show up. When you come to Level Up, we're going to take you through a series of exercises, activities, marketing plans, mastermind sessions, all designed for you to create an inspired action plan for the next year. So we want you to be able to head into the holiday season calm and relaxed, knowing I got this. This is a breeze. Next year is already laid out for me. And that's what we're going to do at Level Up. And I'll drop this little nugget. There's an activity that we do that one of our members did this activity, I believe it was 3 or 4 years ago. And when she had this vision, she's like, what? I can't even imagine how that could be. Well, today she's living that reality. So join us. Let's support you in bringing your dreams to life and your impact expanded so that more and more people get to experience what you have to offer. So go to womensprosperityNetwork.com, click on the events calendar, and super secret, when you get your ticket today, you can save $50 and just enter the promo code SAVE50 at checkout. So get your ticket, join us at Level Up. Even if you can only be there for part of it, some is always better than none. And today we're going to talk with Margie Dunki-Jacobs about how you can really get the funding for your business, for your clients, so that you're able to support clients in moving forward to get the results they want through you, dealing with and overcoming that number one common objection: I don't have enough money, right? Like, we don't want to deal with that, right, Margie? And that's what it's all about, how we go ahead and get funding for it. So Margie, you're on mute right now, so go ahead and take yourself off mute and let me welcome you to Wow Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Nancy. It's great to be here. Hello, everyone. Happy almost December. It feels almost December.
It does. Thanksgiving was early this year, so we've got an
Right.
right. So let me tell everybody a little bit about you, and then we're going to dive into how to get paid in full from your clients and earn some lucrative commissions. Our guest today is Margie Dunki-Jacobs, also known as Money Margie. I love that. She is a CEO, funding advisor, keynote speaker, best-selling author, and success coach, specializing in helping people get 0% financing without it hitting their credit to apply. We like that. She's got a no-risk application for you to go through. She guarantees to get her clients the best funding they qualify for in the entire marketplace. Working with an A-plus BBB, Better Business Bureau rating, and her company's 7 figures funding, Money Margie is proud to be a part of a company that has loaned over $1 billion successfully to entrepreneurs. She partners with anyone who has a product or service to sell who likes to be paid in full upfront. Hello, that's me. Without any of the headache of payment plans. She teaches her partners how to get paid on the front end and earn lucrative commissions So it's worth a conversation. I'll be giving you a link to be able to set up a conversation with Margie, and she's got a free book for you. We'll talk about that in a minute. Welcome, Margie.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here. So good.
Yes, it is so good. And I want to start off by asking, how did you come to be in this space of helping people get the funding for their clients and earning commissions? Like, how did that happen?
What's that saying that through our mess, it becomes our message, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm living that, let me tell you, because working 9 to 5 pretty much my whole life, and then deciding to move to a different from Vermont to South Carolina, I said, I'm not going to go work for somebody else. And that was just 5 years ago. So on the fast track, I started paying out a lot of money to different coaches and different programs and I just thought, if I just get it all, then I'll learn it fast. And guess what went fast? My money and my savings. And I didn't have it, but I still have the dream, and I still have the vision, and I still have the belief. So I came to a point where it literally was, we were 3 days from bankruptcy. And here I was, how did I get ourselves from being very well off our whole lives to be 3 days from bankruptcy? And that was it. I had to figure it out. And I got a hold of 7-figure funding because somebody told me, try this. I was declined. I still got on the phone with them and said, is there any option? And they said, well, if you come up with $1,000, we can lower your debt to loan ratio. I didn't even know what that was. Just tell me what to do. And Tuesday afternoon, they gave me $30,000, and I was able to skirt that bankruptcy literally by less than 24 hours.
Wow.
That's how I found it. So
yeah, it was your solution, your saving grace, that got you to be able to move forward and continue your entrepreneurial dream, right?
exactly.
And so that's a beautiful thing. And what I love about this story is it so often happens that when we find something good that works, we want to tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
So I would imagine you started doing that because you're in this entrepreneurial world and you know other people going through the same challenge you did, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So I just thought, so I said to 7-figures at that time, they were just introducing the CEO Funding Partners program. And I said, keep whatever you need for that, and I will deal with the rest. And I took the rest, and literally it changed everything for me. I got the funding for myself, and I've gone on to help 250 people now get funding for their business with coaches, and also helping real estate people who are flipping homes. Actually, anybody who wants funding.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. So I know, remember everybody, we're going to open up for question and answer. So be sure to jot your questions down as we're going through this conversation today. So let's dig into, so for people who have a service or a product that are dealing with, I'm on the phone or on a Zoom with a prospect or a client, or I'm delivering a webinar, let's say, and I want to enroll people in my group program or whatever it is. And people like, oh, I wish I could, but I don't have the money. Right? Like, I know that's one of the top objections people run into.
Yes. And the next question you can ask is, if you had the money, is this something you would do?
Ooh.
And if they're a 7, 8, 9, or 10, then offer them a solution. Just say to them, well, here's what I have for you. We have a funding business that's been around. This is why I shared the Better Business Bureau rating, because it's a legitimate funding business, and it's going to take you 90 seconds to fill out the application. If we did that together, you'll know within the hour whether or not you get the funding. If you got the funding today, would you be able to sign up by tonight? Well, if it were me, I'd be like, yes, I want this. So it really elevates the people that are enrolling with you, which you're helping them, by enrolling with you, and you're giving them that funding solution. So it's just such a win for everybody involved. Instead of just leaving them to go back to their, I can't ask my partner, my spouse, I can't take more money from this, because it's not an expense, it's an investment. So when they understand that and they say, if I invest here and I can get the funding to do it, then I'll do it.
Yeah. And as you're all listening in, I'm sure that you can hear Margie's expertise in sales and coaching, because that bridge question that you suggest we ask. So if somebody says, "Oh, I'd really like to, but I don't have the money," don't just let it fall fallow there, right? I love that question. Well, if you did have the money, would you want to move forward? Well, yeah, absolutely, I would. Okay, well, let's see what we can do to get you the money, right? So with that, I want to ask some questions about interest rates. I know you talked in your bio, you mentioned about being able to get 0%. How does that all play out?
Sure. So if you go to a bank is going to decide whether or not they're going to take that risk on you, right? And they only have so many vendors. We have over 100 vendors that work with our funding company. So what we are able to do is offer 0% APR for 12 to 20 months. And in today's world, where if you go to a bank right now and it's 9% right off the gate, like 0% has saved me. I've gotten funding for myself, not once, but twice now, because I need to go through the process so that I understand how everything works. And because, it's really nice to have that extra cushion.
Yes.
So it's not free money, but it is 0% financing, and you're paying it back every month at just 2% of what you borrowed. So 10 grand, if the program's $5,000 and you get the funding for 10 and you want to pay some credit cards down, you can do that. And your payments are $200 a month and you're paying it over. That 20 months time period. There is a fee, there's a success fee at the end of 5 to 9% that everybody must pay, because that gives us access to the entire marketplace. But we get to guarantee you we're going to get you the very best funding we can get you because of that. So
very cool. So for everybody out there, and you are, have clients that you've spoken to who really wanted to do it, but they weren't able to because of the financing, this is an opportunity for you to call them back and say, hey, I just found out about this way that we could get the funding so that you could go ahead and invest yourself. So I want everybody to be doing lots of follow-up phone calls after listening into this Wow Wednesday.
Exactly.
Let's talk about some of the other ways that we might want to use this funding to move our business forward. So are there restrictions on how you can use the money, or is it just how do they decide how much you can get and what you can use it for? Does that come into play?
It does come into play, and it's not they're going to ask you what you're going to use the money for, of course, but that's not a qualifier. If you want 5 new puppies in your life, you can get that. But if you want to build your business or get more equipment or hire a team, or you can, this is what, it's okay. It's not a qualifier. What is a qualifier is to be a good steward. Like if I bring you in, there's a partnership. I should start with this because this is pretty exciting. Everybody's thinking probably, how much does it cost to be a partner? You can become a free partner and earn commissions. So let me start with that. And there's 3 levels of partnership.
Okay.
But you don't have to, lost my train of thought there. You don't have to.
You can become a partner for free and earn commissions. And
yes.
So talk about that, the 3 levels.
Yes. So it doesn't really matter what you use the money for. The qualifiers are, do you have a 680 credit score? Do you have a major credit card that you've paid on for at least 12 months? And are there no negative hits on your credit? We also like to make sure that your credit cards are not maxed out. And so that is, they like to be 45% or below. But if you become a partner, I train you on that simple little qualifying thing because we don't want to give false hope to somebody that's not there. But someone says, you know what, my credit just really tanked and now I'm at a 630. No problem. We can fix that. We can get you somewhere over here. You're not going to qualify for our funding at this point, but let's get you to the 680. And then if someone says, I don't have a credit card because I don't believe in them, this
That's,
would be
I hear
a
that.
good time to start believing in them because they're gonna, it's just a little like Santa. No, I'm sorry. I love Christmas, but it's time to believe in what the system is. It's a tool. Having a credit card and paying it off every month, even if you're at a minimum payment, is establishing credit. So that's what I tell.
And I want to talk about this whole concept where people I've heard, I don't want to go into debt for my business, right? I don't want to go into debt, or maybe they had a bad experience in the past. And I refer to it, when you do this responsibly, it's leverage. It's using other people's money to fund where you're going to go. And as long as, and you mentioned the word being a good steward before, right? As long as we're good stewards with the funds we get and we're wisely using it to invest in ourselves, in our businesses, then it's not debt, it's leverage, right?
Exactly, Nancy. You know, we've been sold some programming in our mind that we have to undo. Because debt is people think negative right away as soon as they hear the word debt. Business debt is good. Nike runs on business debt.
All businesses do.
All businesses. And you have to have, and like you say, you have to be able to leverage. So consider debt as a stepping stone to get you where you are. Because if I really want to do a program that's going to end up making $250,000 a year, but I don't have the 10 grand to invest, where will I be a year from now? But I've invested 10 grand in a program that elevates it to $250,000 a year. That's an investment. That's leveraged debt.
Yeah. And that's smart business owners do this because when you can borrow money, let's think about this, at 0% and put it to work for you. So let's just do the simple things. What came to mind.
Okay.
Let's say you're listening and you're doing everything for your business. You're doing the marketing, you're doing social media, you're writing the email campaigns, you're responding to every phone call, and you think to yourself, I wish I had a virtual assistant. Oh, but I can't afford it, right? You're going to stay trapped in that cycle because you're doing $10 an hour work when you're really worth $200, $300, $500 per hour. And that's where you're going to be able to scale your business, is when you can do more of the things only you can do. So let's say, and this is something, since I had my very first business back in 2000, I knew I needed to bring someone on the team. And rather than feeling a struggle, I was paying this person $500 a week, I think at the time, which was $2,000 for a month. So rather than feel a struggle every single week as I was needing to pay the paycheck, before I hired this person, I took $2,000 and I set it aside over here and said, this is their salary for the next 30 days. Let me assess where I'm at the end of the 30 days to see how I'm freed up to make more money, because that's what I know how to do good. Right? Do well. There's my English. Got a little screwy. See, you don't have to be perfect. So anyway, let's say you want to bring on a website designer, you want to get new branding, you want somebody to build out your online funnels because it's taking you so long. Get $10,000, let's say, and use that to fund those things to move your business forward. Like, that's smart strategic thinking that gets you making money, earning money faster than trying to just, be like that little rat in the maze doing it all yourself.
Right. And it's not going to cost you more to get 10, 20. See, when I actually, this last time, I said, I really need another 20,000 right now. And they said, well, you've been so good. You've never missed a payment since we've started. You actually qualify for 63. And I went, ooh, I don't want 63. And that's just programming because we don't know. Like, why am I afraid of getting 63,000? Because I didn't understand that. And my credit was about 674 at the time. So I said, please tell me the benefits of taking all 63. Well, you take it, use what you're responsible for. So I used the 20,000. And then I had 10,000 as a slush fund. And I didn't touch the 33,000. I opened the credit cards and let them sit there. My credit score went from 674 to 788 in 9 months.
Wow.
And I still have that. I still have that available if somebody wants to come along and say, we have the deal of a lifetime. I still have that, but I'm intentional about how I will use that.
Money Margie is in the house. So Dr. Roz is like, oh yeah, we love this. All right. So the last piece we'll talk about before we open up for some Q&A is earning commission. So talk about that aspect of the business. I don't think we went there yet.
Sure. Well, I mentioned briefly the partnership part of it. So we have a free partnership and you can get your own link and you can do that in literally 30 seconds. And by the end, and think of things like something, your business and the word funding, or something that has the word and then funding, because I didn't know in the beginning and I just used my business. I wish I had, you can never change it. So think of that. And if you're a free partner, you come in, like I say, you can get that in, a very short period of time. And you need to get 3 people fully funded before they'll start letting you take 10% commissions. Now, it just makes sense if you want to try it out and say, okay, let me do this. But 10% commissions are pretty small. And how that averages out is, say somebody takes 25,000, you're going to end up with about $200 of that. We're not giving you 10% of the money that they take. We're giving you 10% of that 5 to 9% on the back end. Okay. So free partner, 3 people fully funded, they start paying you. You've never paid a penny. And then the next level is executive. And it gets into a little bit more. I'll just share with you, that's about a $4,000 one-time investment, and not monthly and not annually. It's just at this time, it's a one-time investment. One client can take care of that for you. 25% commissions from the very first person that you enroll. So executive, first person, 25% commissions. Now, if your program's 10 grand and they decide to take out 90,000, you're getting 25% of the 90,000. And the third one is a CEO partner. And that's like all the bells and whistles and everything. It's pretty much more significant than that. And it would be a conversation that I'd have to have with you, also with 7 figures, to see if this is what you really want to do to be part of your business. Again, a one-time payment, and you can just incorporate that in if you want that to be part of your business. Now, you can operate as an executive partner really lucratively. So $25,000. Most people qualify for that. It's probably about a $500 to $575 commission. And then when you get into a CEO partner, you can go 35 to 100% commissions, because now they're doing this whole new rollout, which I'm super excited about. We've been asking for this. It's now here. And so that's a conversation off the table, but it's fun.
Very fun. And again, let's go back to using, I'm going to say using Margie as a source to fund your business, help your clients fund the realization of what you can bring in, the transformation you provide. Like, to me, that's so exciting to be able to say, because we felt the angst of knowing we could make a difference for someone, but they just couldn't swing the money. Like, I don't want to have people have to turn away. And that's where this really comes into play. So not only can you get the funding for your own business to move it forward faster, you can support your clients in getting the funding so they can get the results they want faster. And you get to put commissions in your pocket for doing good for all these other people. Like, talk about win-win-win scenario. I love it.
Yes. And can I just add in too that your clients are going to be like, can I do this? Yes, you can. And you can give them a free link and show them that they could earn 10% commissions or 25. And it goes on because they're going to be able to do it to theirs and they're going to be able to do it to theirs. And there's a 2-tier here. So you would still get some commission off of that as well.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So to get started with any of these things, we want to start by having a conversation with you, right?
That would be best.
Okay. All right. So if you're listening in and you want to explore getting funding for yourself or becoming a free partner so you can get funding for your clients, simply go to talkwithmargie.com, TALK with Margie, MARGIE.com. And that's your scheduling link, I would imagine?
It is.
All right, beautiful. So go to talkwithmargie.com and book a consultation with her. See how you can set yourself free from the limited thinking about debt, about money, about I can't afford it, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's time to get rid of whatever story around money is holding you back. That's the bottom line.
It is.
What the work you have to do is way too important for that old crap to hold you back. So, can you tell I'm passionate about this?
Yes. Me too.
I know, right? All right. So book a call with Margie, talk with Margie, MARGIE.com. And I know you also have a book guide for us, how to recession proof your business. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's put out by Seven Figures Funding, which is really exciting. Leo Cannell is brilliant at this, and it's the #1 path to prosperity for coaches, agencies, and professionals. So how to fund your clients. Who here would like that for free? All you need to do is download that, and it's yours for free. I've read it from cover to cover more than once, 5 times probably now, and you're going to love it. It's invaluable information.
Okay. Excuse me. So to get this book absolutely free, you're going to go to bit.ly/MDJ book. So Margie Dunki-Jacobs book, MDJ book, all lowercase. So go to bit.ly/MDJ book. And get the free book. Also book your call with Margie to get on the path to greater prosperity for you, as well as for the people that you serve. So are you ready for us to open up for some questions?
Let's open it up. Yes,
all right.
definitely.
Let me make that magic happen. So if you are with us on Facebook, you can put your question in the comment thread and I will bring it to Margie. If you're here with us on Zoom, you can simply raise your hand. If you are on the phone, you'll hit *6 to go ahead and have us take you live. And let me start with Dr. Roz.
Woo, girlfriend, money, Margie, wowsy, wow, wow, wow. All I can say, this is Christmas on the last 2 days of the Thanksgiving month. That's all I can say. I'm going to save my questions because to me right now, they're personal. But I want to say this. Nancy, this is a good thing. This is just one of my lines that I'm going to be working on.
Uh-huh.
A hot chocolate fudge Sunday mess about to get cleaned up. Okay.
I
Margie,
love
this
it.
is good information. I shared it to many while you were talking, but to know that in my Jesse Jackson voice, keep hope alive, keep hope alive. And what Nancy said, I think for a lot of us who are entrepreneurs or rising entrepreneurs, been trying it, we've got to get rid of that lack mindset and
That's
believe
it's
in
deep
what's
rooted.
been downloaded to us, knowing that, it talks in the Bible about the lady and the oil. What's in our hand? If we would let that arise above everything else, then the magnet's going to come to us, pono pono. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come. So I appreciate the share this morning. And every time Nancy and them, I keep up with Susan. Hey, I got to go away for a little while, but I'll be back. But when I come back, boy, I be swinging. So y'all put on your spiritual catcher's mitt
Mm.
and catch all those fly balls that Miss Margie has shared with us this morning. You are loved, appreciated, celebrated, valued, and most cherished. And I thank you for the information. Have a God amazing Wow Wednesday.
Thank you, Dr. Roz.
Dr. Roz is in the house. Thank you for sprinkling your love all over this Wow Wednesday, my friend. It's good to hear your voice and to have your spirit with us. Love it, love it. All right. Again, go to talkwithmargie.com and book a free consultation. And Roz, I'm so glad that you mentioned, the questions you have are private. Yeah, like we don't like talking about things that haven't gone well, or maybe how much money you want to get. Like, okay, I'm going to get $100,000. Like, maybe you don't want to, advertise that, and that's okay. That's why she's got it set up for you to be able to have a private conversation. So everybody listening in, book your call, talkwithmargie.com, and then also get her free guide, how to recession proof your business. Go to bit.ly/MDJ book, all lowercase, all one word. All right, let's go next to Laura Barker.
Good morning.
Good
How are you
morning.
ladies this morning? This is fantastic. Margie, this is the first time I have had the pleasure of hearing you speak or learning about what you do. And I am a business owner, of course, like probably everybody on here. And I know firsthand how important it is to leverage your business, right? And to use money in a way that is going to make you more money. Because if we can't invest in our, so I do business consulting. I hear people say to me all the time, well, I have to make some money before I can spend some money. Okay, that is totally backwards, right? You are not, it is just totally, you are not going to make any money until you invest in your business. I mean, even the small things like getting a domain and a website, right? From that to making investments in learning how to run a business, just everything. So, folks, if you really are serious about your business, you have to understand the role that money plays in your business. It is critical that you take advantage of money opportunities to leverage your money, like what Margie's got. This is just a great way to invest with, little to no risk, really. I mean, we're talking interest free, a few fees, but that you're going to get fees everywhere. So, I mean, interest free, totally amazing. Leverage this, talk to Margie, get the book. Let's do this, get serious about your business and watch it happen. Thank you, Margie. Love this.
Thank you, Laura. Yes, it's so exciting. The application is a no-risk application. And even if you get declined, you have me on your team. I'm team Laura. I'm team Dr. Roz. I'm team whoever wants this. because I want to help you. I was declined. If most people would get it and say, oh, I was declined, now what? No,
Right.
I
Oh,
was
forget
declined.
it. Yeah, I have to give up.
I was like, what else can I do? Who can I talk to? And the solution was so simple. So the best part of my day is getting those phone calls from people that say, oh my goodness, I'm so happy I got the funding. This is what I did with it. I took my business from here to here. So one person created a whole studio for themselves and got all the equipment that they needed. And they're up and running and going, and so fun.
Really exciting. And I could see you and Laura Barker will have more conversations. I know, Laura, you said this was your first introduction to her. And I see more magic happening between you. So, Laura Barker, thank you as always. And happy belated birthday.
Aw, thank you. Another year of success. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Laura. I didn't know. I would have wished you happy birthday. So
Well, how could you? I mean, after all, we've never met. So there you go. Well, thank you for the belated.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So good. So good. All right. Let's go to our next caller. Gil, I think it might be.
Hi, yeah, it's Jill.
Hi, Jill. Good morning.
Hi. I'm from Ireland, so the financial kind of what you're talking about there, Margie, is, I suppose, not relevant, but what I think is fantastic is what you're talking about, because I'm a virtual assistant and podcast manager, and I was a primary school teacher, a special education teacher for nearly 16 years, and I worked in the humanitarian sector. So what you're talking about is a massive mindset shift for me, like that whole thing about taking risks, financial, and for me, that has been a massive thing when talking to clients about, if you invest in me, you're not taking, time away from what you can be doing and putting it into the business. I think, Nancy, you put it very well there. And I just want to say thank you, because I think when I saw it at first, it was like, oh, it's not really relevant. This is more for the US market. But I've really picked up ideas of when I'm talking with clients, how important it is to invest in your business and not try and do every little thing, and it just stops that growth mindset, I think. So thank you very much.
So welcome, Jill. And what's exciting is that when you do have clients in the US, then you can get them, they can get the funding to work with you. So it's very exciting for you and for them, because everybody wants this. And it's such an honor to be associated with a company of such high integrity. So and then, with a company, anything, if there's a call gets missed or something, somebody says, I didn't get a call back, then we just reach back out. And I'm always here to guide, to support. So, but I'm so glad you hopped on, because all of your US clients can use this.
Yes, it's good to know, which is great. Thank you.
And Jill, not for nothing, but raising your hand and commenting and announcing you're a virtual assistant podcast manager, beep, 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 I want to know more. So please put your contact information in the chat, not only for myself, but for others, because I suspect some US clients are going to want to know more about how to work with you.
Okay, thank you very much. And thanks for this space as well.
You're welcome. We're so glad that you're here every Wednesday morning. We're here with a great guest, a great topic, and a wonderful conversation. So we're glad that you joined us, Jill. And put your info in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay. So Margie, isn't this exciting that we get to see like transformation happening for people live with us? Like, previously, where doors had been closed on you or you didn't think you could, now there's a brand new avenue for you to pursue. So please get yourself a conversation booked with Margie. Go to talkwithmargie.com and also download the free book, which you can get at bit.ly/MDJ book, all lowercase, all one word. All right. Let's go ahead and check in. Any other questions or comments? This is your opportunity. I see somebody from phone number 301-247. Did you want to ask a question?
I did. It's Peg Duchesne from Maryland. Good morning.
Hi,
Margie. Great to meet you, Margie. I have a call booked with you for this afternoon. So thank you for making that available. And I cannot wait to explore all the possibilities. I have an idea about something I'll run past you when we talk, and just really great information. I signed up to download the book as well. So glad you're here on Wow Wednesday with all of us. And thank you, Nancy, for making it happen.
Thank you so much. I look forward to talking with you. I'm excited to hear what you have going on. Thank you.
Likewise. Yeah. Thank you.
I see another great match made in heaven there, Peg.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Thanks, Margie. Look forward to it. Yep.
Thanks, Peg.
All right, beautiful. Next up, somebody from, I had 850 area code. I saw your, I think you wanted to share something. So if you have a question or a comment, this is your opportunity before we wrap up today's Wow Wednesday show. So raise your hand or hit *6 if you are with us on the phone, and we will go ahead and take your question. Quick question that I have is with the credit rating, like, so you mentioned before that the credit rating needs to be 680 or above to qualify at all, or you have different pools that you can go to. Can you give me some clarification on that?
Well, we do it for our company to run, like, you do have to have a 680 credit score. We're partnered with Experian, so that's a requirement. That's a ground level requirement. And many people don't fall in that 680. I am just learning now about some other avenues, which I'm happy to recommend, but I personally don't know them. Mm-hmm. So I do know there's credit builder cards out there. I'll share with you that chime.com is one of them. I'm not recommending them or anything. I know nothing about them other than I saw some information on it and it said it was a credit builder. So my advice is research it, check it out, credit builder, Google credit builder cards. And then when you hit the 680, come back to us, mm-hmm. because that's when we can then really put you into action.
Love it. Love it. So good. All right, my friend. Thank you for being with us today, for your gifts, for your wisdom, and for giving us this avenue to move our businesses forward and help our clients move forward as well. Any final words of wisdom or little golden nuggets you want to drop in?
This is what I have always said this. It really doesn't matter what anybody else does. It really matters what you do. What you do, you're here for a reason, for a dream, to help other people realize their dreams. And when we can lift them up, it lifts us up. So it's a beautiful win. Don't hold yourself back because of programming that we've had in the past. And let's let today be a new day.
Yes, yes, yes. And it is a new day. It's a Wow Wednesday. And I know you're glad you were here. I'm glad I was.
Oh, so glad. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate you so much. And what you and your sisters have created is just amazing. So honored to be here. Thank you, Nancy.
Thrilled to have you, my friend, and thrilled to have all of you listening in live or listening to the replay. We'll be back next Wednesday. And oh, by the way, next Wednesday, we're celebrating the Wow anniversary. So we have lots of prizes and surprises. So be sure you tune in next week. But before that, grab your ticket and join us at Legendary Level Up this Friday and Saturday. Get your tickets. Go to womensprosperityNetwork.com. Enter the coupon code today only, save 50, and you'll save $50 on your ticket. Tomorrow the price goes up. So get it today. I'm passionate about that too, because I know the Level Up system works. So join us at Level Up, connect with Margie, and most importantly, get out there today and be the one who brings some light, sunshine, and love to someone else's life and watch it come back to you tenfold. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye, Margie.
Bye, Nancy. Bye, everybody. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Take care.